Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Series 57 Erick Rowan. A really cool figure, one I've wanted to get for a little while just to get an updated version of this guy. I'm a big fan of the Wyatt family. A lot of times I can't understand half of the things Bray Wyatt is saying, and a lot of time too I think they're booked very poorly, but they have enormous potential. The Wyatt family was really strong, particularly around this time last year, feuding with the Shield and things like that the year before. Obviously built them up quite a bit as well. For whatever reason, they decided to split them up. I think that was just a horrible and stupid mistake. Did add some good depth to Erick Rowan's character. Obviously, he was the big softy, the good guy, which I think this attire reflects. But having said that, he's got the same attire now as well. He is from Smackdown, obviously a show where I guess he's featured a little bit more. I was really happy to see Luke Harper and Erick Rowan, the Wyatts, tag team against the Usos. That was an amazing match a couple years ago. I don't know why they don't feature them more. They're pushing Braun Strowman a lot lately, which is fine. He's a big, imposing guy, certainly very well suited to the Wyatt family. But I wish they would do more, especially Luke Harper. I think he's got enormous potential. He's got good mic skills, great move set as well. They just don't do a lot with him. And Erick Rowan's the same. He's got talking skills. He's shown that in the past as well. And he's got a good move set. And he's a big, imposing guy. He reminds me basically of like a redneck lumberjack, if I'm honest. Comes in the newer style packaging. Nice shot of him on the top left there. So let's get this guy opened up. And taking a quick look at the back of the packaging, we see the other figures in the set. Of course, we've got Big Show, Daniel Bryan, Ryback, Erick Rowan, Paige, and Finn Balor. If you haven't seen my review of the Finn Balor figure, make sure you check that out because that is an incredibly awesome figure. Ryback I'm going to review for you guys as well. Paige and Daniel Bryan and Big Show I didn't pick up just because I wasn't the biggest fans of those figures. The Paige isn't bad, admittedly. But yeah, let's get Erick Rowan opened up. Okay, and here we've got Rowan opened up and out of packaging. Certainly a really cool figure. Definitely very big, very imposing. Just for size comparison so you guys can see, I've got Kevin Owens, who is by no means a small wrestler. You can see he's absolutely dwarfed by the Wyatts. It is essentially just a straight-up repaint of the earlier 2-pack release of this guy. Obviously, it doesn't come with the sheep mask accessory, which is a bit of a bummer, but still really cool. I think I prefer the black jumpsuit. I think personally it looks a lot nicer. But, I mean, it comes down to personal preference. The other thing I really like about this guy is if we take a look at the back as well, I really like the logo he's got there. I'm not sure what animal that is. Is it a deer or some sort of demonic thing? But it certainly looks very cool indeed. And adds a little bit of depth to the figure as well and makes it just a tad more exciting. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. I think Mattel did a good job with that. Yeah, I think that's very accurate. Certainly a very sinister face. You wouldn't want to run into him in an alleyway. If you compare him to the other Wyatt figure, you'll see, again, it is a straight-up repaint. Just obviously different color scheme on the beard. I think this newer one is a little bit more accurate. It's less red, I suppose. But otherwise, it's essentially the exact same. Now, in terms of articulation, it is a little bit different to the standard Mattel figure. He's got the same ball-jointed head, but it is fairly restricted just because of the sculpt of the body. He's got ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, swivel in the waist. He's got legs that move forward and back, bend at the knee, and then a swivel in the ankle. But again, it is a little bit more limited with this guy just because of the size and the design of the figure with the jumpsuit. I think they have released an elite version of this guy a little while ago. I'd be interested to see how that compares just in terms of added articulation. But otherwise, if you're a fan of the Wyatt family, I think this figure is definitely well worth picking up. Overall, I'm a big fan of the Wyatt family. I hope they book them strong. It looks like they're going into WrestleMania feuding with Brock Lesnar. But again, anything can happen. Hopefully they do more with Erick Rowan and Luke Harper. I think they've both got great singles potential and tag potential as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, most of all on the WWE Mattel Basic 57 from Smackdown, Erick Rowan.